gone and bought myself a new coil, and I thought I would share it in a short video. We'll talk through the pros and cons, we'll do some air tests, some depth tests, a bit of recovery. So if you're thinking of buying a sniper coil or a sharpshooter coil, this video might be worth a watch. You might learn something, benefit from it in some way. So yeah, what we do, we'll talk through the coil and then we'll have a play with it. Right, so here's the coil in question. It is a sharpshooter coil by Nell. Oh, just about to see it under there. It's a DD coil, 9.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Comes with a coil cover, which I will say they're pretty much, you've got to have one. All my coils have got a coil cover. It just saves them getting damaged and scratched up. Easy to clean, just pop the cover off. This one is attached to a minelab Explorer. You can get them for all kinds of machines, and they are brilliant for undergrowth, wooded areas, anywhere where you're confined. They're great. I'll put a link up in the corner right now. I've played with it, I've tried it, so I've had a go. This isn't my first outing with it. I tried it in some woods. I'll put a link in the corner to that video, so you can skip back to that or watch it after. And they are very good for trashy sites, because you won't be catching multiple targets in one sweep. Keep it nice and slow in trashy sites, and it is a winner. The DD coils, obviously, they throw out like a knife shape, well, not a knife shape, but their blade down the centre. They're not like your polo coils, what they're called concentric coils, which bring out a cone. So you get quite a consistent depth over the distance of your coil. Nell's a good make, as are many others. You can get different sizes, lengths. I bought this one second hand. It cost me 40 quid with the stem, and these stems are normally about £25, 20 quid second hand, so I probably only paid really 20 quid for that. They normally retail somewhere around about the £100 mark, I think, or 80 quid brand new. So if you're thinking of a trashy site, a wooded site, somewhere hard to get to, then brilliant. I compared it to the toothbrush. It gets places you wouldn't normally get. So we're going to do some air tests. I might do some depth tests. I've got various I say common things you're going to find, and we'll have a measure, we'll have a look, and then when it's finished I'll go and have a play in some. I've got a wooded area just behind me, and I'm sitting in a trashy area here, so we'll have a go. So I've got the machine set up how I'd normally set it. If you're a minelab user or e-track possibly, an Explorer, it's got 23 sensitivity. Could turn it up a little bit. I normally discriminate nails only, but we're going to give it a go. So here is the penny. I will stop at a diggable signal. So that is about 8.5 inches. One gold ring. That's 9. We've got a little George V silver sixpence. Crotal bell, this one should be a deep one. So that'd be the deepest one, I reckon. You're looking at 10 inches on that. Diggable target. One musket ball. My all-time favourite. They're like an old friend. That's about 8.5. Alright, everyone's favourite, hammer coin, an Edward penny. About the same as the sixpence. 7.5. And I got a Roman coin. It's just a little coin. That's 7. I'll list the depths in the description below or in the comments, so if you need to read them back you can. I think what I might do now, I'll find a piece of iron and we'll test the recovery rate and we'll see how it fares with a couple of targets near an iron nail. I'll go and find an iron nail now because I haven't got any. What I will do, rather than find a nail and show you, there's a couple of targets in the floor here. That target there sounds lovely on the minelab, and it's coming in bottom corner, somewhere around the brass, I think, brass copper. But if you just move it here, that's an iron target. So you've got an iron target there, and there you've got a diggable target. Go slow. You're going to hear that, definitely. Let me put my iron mask on. We'll get rid of the iron. See, I'd hear that. And then I'd hone in on it every day of the week. So I won't be digging that in a minute. We'll have a look, see what's down there. See, now the iron's knolled out, it's gone. But there's a risk with bigger coils that you'd pass that over with discrimination on, possibly, and it will blank it out. See, that still picks it up. If I stick on, I've got recovery on deep. Now if I put recovery on fast, we'll try it. Yeah, get faster swing. That's just one of the settings on this machine. Wouldn't miss that at all. That's exactly what I mean by a great coil for trashy sites. So what we do, I'll dig the target and we'll have a look. Just there. That was the target. Looks like a little copper nail of some sort. Very small. It was only about 2 inches down. I'll show you the pinpointing. It's very good actually. Smaller coils do have better pinpointing, and the iron is massive, it's here. That's big iron, so that would have leached into the signal on a bigger coil, definitely. It sounds really big or really close to the surface, so we'll dig the iron as well. I'll leave that there, and then we'll have a look. There's the iron, big little horseshoe. And I've left a little target in there. So on a bigger coil, that would have been caught in the sweep if you weren't going slow enough. Not to say you wouldn't have got that little target with a big coil, but you do have to go slow in a trashy area. As you saw from the swing speed on that, you can afford to go a bit faster. That way you don't lose so much ground moving slow with a tiny coil. Because that's the downside. You don't cover as much ground with a small coil, but you can make up for it with fines, definitely. Especially if you know you're hunting an area that has some good finds, and they're just mixed in with things like that. A bit of old horseshoe. So I found bigger horseshoes. In the last video, as I said, there was a massive horseshoe near a small target, and did really well. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go for a hunt now. I think that's summed that up quite well, and that showed you quite well. Little target, 2-3 inches down, big bit of iron, as you heard. Found it no problem. So what I might do, I'll carry on here, hunting here, because it's very trashy. This is the busiest spot of the field, and if I come across something cool, if not, we'll head in the woods and I'll show you it in a confined space. There we go, just down there with the nail coil. Got what looks like a military button. It's about 7 inches down actually. Yep, certainly is. So there you go, 7 inches, a decent sized button, and that found that no problem. Another example of the trashy areas, I've got some iron and a target. I've hunted this area with the 13-inch coil, picked off all the easy targets with that. I thought I'd just go over it, and it's paying off. Look, there's iron. Normally discriminated out, but I've turned it back on so you can hear it. And in there, that's what I heard. The target is actually 8 inches down. It's right in the bottom here. I haven't got it out yet. I've just pinpointed it with my pinpointer. I think I know what it is. Oh, I didn't know what it was, but there you go. That was the target. It's just a copper fixing, like a frame fixing, unless it's off some item of leather and a hitch, like a satchel hitch. Because I'm in a military area, it could have been off a big bag. It actually looks like it might lock in there. So yeah, so you got target there, iron there. My 13 probably missed it because there's iron, and I always discriminate out some of the iron. So yeah, another plus for the sharpshooter. Right, I'm actually under a tree right now. There's ditches, there's brambles. I've had a quick go under there, but one thing is you still got to dig it, and they're covered in thorns, so even if you find a target in there, you've got to get to it. But I've just found this little target. Brilliant little thing, that one. That is a territorial badge from the First World War, the top section. If you've been watching my videos, not just the test videos, you'll know what I've been finding. And these are notoriously trashy sites, that's why I'm doing the test here. And that's the Territorial 6th Battalion. So yeah, alright, let's carry on. Right, up against a tree, we had a padlock. Yeah, not too deep, it was just that coil goes nice and tight up to the trees, and you can pinpoint that really close to the tree, although it is quite big anyway. Yeah, not bad. Alright, in there, almost a surface find. Just your standard button, probably from trousers. But the more I look around here, the more you've got bits of broken glass. Yeah, there's loads of it, and there's a bit of pottery there. It's all very similar pottery, it's all white. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they're just chucking their rubbish everywhere. Right, and that just scooped the surface off. One little buckle, probably not too old. Yeah, there you go, one buckle. Oh yeah, stuck up against this tree, it was hard to get the machine under there. Is a shoulder badge. I think these are the mountain plates. Pretty sure they are. Get so many of them. Just been digging around in the bottom of this. It's like a ditch. where I said that I reckon they throw all their rubbish. There's a load down there, bottle bottoms and plates. There's a big like decanter, not decanter, like a big beer jug broken up in the bottom there. See where I've been digging some trash, but it's in there. It was in there, and there was one over there. There was 3 more bullets. I think I don't know, that one seems to be sealed up for some reason. Yeah, more bullets. Just had that tiny target up against the tree there. There's a big bit of iron there. But yeah, found that, and you wouldn't have got a big coil up against that tree as close as they did. And then just under the branch there was a bullet. So it gets confined in here. But don't go anywhere with it you're not willing to go dig yourself. I think that just about rounds it up really. So if you're going to get one, and you think you're going to use it in woodland and maybe stubble and hard to get to places, they're a must. They really are. They're great fun, they're lightweight, battery lasts ages. So yeah, hopefully it's been useful. And I will see you all on my next hunt or test video.